I thank the gentleman for yielding, and I agree that we need to continue these negotiations and get a resolution, and hopefully we will in the coming week, both on COVID relief and on the funding of government. We've agreed on caps already. Hopefully we maintain that and get that done to give certainty to all of our agencies. We know how much money it costs the Defense Department, for example, every week that we're in a continuing resolution, potentially billions of dollars that it costs just in procurement and the loss of those efficiencies. So I share your optimism that we can get it done, and obviously we need to continue working through these final issues. I do want to thank the gentleman, as we talked last week at the colloquy about the ALS Disability Insurance Access Act, and thank the gentleman then for scheduling it this week, and it passed without opposition. One of those examples where we do work and come together and do something that actually helps people. This will help hundreds, possibly thousands of people struggling with ALS to be able to get access to the tools they need that they, under current law, are being denied. And to see the House come together so overwhelmingly do that shows that we can, when we put our minds to it, work to actually help people, and this will help people in all of our districts. And I thank the gentleman again for getting that done, getting that bill to the floor, and ultimately now all of us coming together to pass that bill on to the Senate and the President. I want to again bring up the Paycheck Protection Program bill by Congressman Shabbat. This is a bill we've been talking about at this colloquy since September, and each week that goes by, we know that there is a list. Unfortunately, it's a long list of areas where we have disagreement. There's also a list of areas where we have full agreement, and if you look, a number of items where we've already decided we, both Republicans and Democrats, want to do this. Then there's those items that we're strongly opposed to on our side, or you're strongly opposed to on your side. And I would just continue to emphasize that these small businesses can't wait for us to get agreement or never get an agreement, while there are things we could do to help them today, to save them today. And we continue to hear the heartbreaking stories. Over 100,000 restaurants in America have closed for good, gone. I know K. Paul's restaurant in New Orleans, one of the world-famous restaurants. International chef Paul Prudhomme invented black and red fish at that restaurant. It's gone. Too many other stories to mention. We see heartbreaking stories of a restaurant owner in Los Angeles who's being told she can't operate, and literally in the same parking lot next to her tents are tents of a film studio that's able to operate. And so it's not about science in those cases. It's about some government official picking winners and losers, and unfortunately the losers are America's small businesses. This needs to stop. I would just encourage the gentleman to bring the Shabbat bill, a bill that has wide bipartisan support that would save. Today we're going to lose, just today, about 150 restaurants, and that number is even higher for other small businesses, in the hundreds a day. Friday, we'll lose 150 restaurants. Saturday, we'll lose 150 restaurants. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we'll lose 150. We'll lose over 700 restaurants between now and when we come back Tuesday. We don't have to do that. If that bill was put on the floor today, it would have passed overwhelmingly, maybe unanimously, because it's an area of agreement. This idea of holding hostages, these small businesses that are dying on the vine, while we try to get agreement that we haven't been able to get since August. Why can't we just do the things that we agree on now while we negotiate the other things? Some of those things will never become law. And yet it's holding up the things that we agree on that would save small businesses today. 150 restaurants today will go under that shouldn't have gone under. We could have saved them. There's thousands of jobs tied to this at Christmas time that don't need to be gone if we just pass the things we agree on while we negotiate the things we don't, because we may never get agreement on those things. But don't let it hold these families hostage. Don't let it hold these small businesses hostage. I would just urge again that the gentleman bring the Shabbat bill to the floor as soon as possible. We know it would pass overwhelmingly. I would yield.